Hey, what's up, yo, YouTube? It's me again. I'm back doing my thing. Just got off of work or whatever. My daily after work uniform, having a beer, sitting here watching the old YouTube. Came across this young lady right here. Uh, Took some interest in what she was saying. You're making some very valid points. I want to give you that. You're making some very valid points. You're saying, hey, well, I don't agree with this, or I think that this is disrespectful and such or whatnot. Uh, but I think you might be a different kind of female, but let me tell you like this right here. That so-called, like, the game and the swag and that kind of stuff like that, I mean, to tell you the truth, like, you're kind of the minority when it comes to that. You may not like that, but there's a lot of females that do. I think guys put together those little package lines and stuff like that you're talking about. That's to give them the advantage when they are talking to a female that's out there and they're saying, like, okay, I go up to this woman and I got to know what I'm going to say. I got to know what I'm going to do. Because for real, you can't really just walk up to a female and be tripping over your feet. I mean, now it's like you said. I do agree with one thing: if they like you, that is like you. Now, sometimes you can't really even say the wrong thing in that situation. If you're talking to the right person and she likes you, well, I guess you really can't say the wrong thing. I know I've had that experience myself. If you're talking to this right person, she likes you, and you're approaching her, there ain't too much wrong you can say unless you just say something completely, totally stupid that changes the whole way that she was thinking about you in the first place. So, I mean, I give it that one. But the game thing, saying, like you said, the guys approaching you and they're saying this and they're saying that. I have been told by women, and I'm pretty sure other guys watching this video, they might respond to what I'm about to say right now. I've been told by some women that, you know what, you're not saying this, or you're not saying that, or you're not telling me this. And a lot of women, they want that fairy tale, that thing that you're talking about right now. A lot of females, they want that. They want to be told those certain little things. They want to be told, oh, well, you're the best. You're the best looking girl in the room. You're the only one that I can see in here right now because, you're just, all that, But my kind of question to you was, is that really low self-esteem, or what is that? Because you know what, to me, that doesn't make any sense myself, the word itself. To me, I would say that doesn't make any sense. Why would you want somebody to come to you telling you lies and boo, jive, and all this other stuff when this person is supposed to be wanting to get to know you and y'all supposed to be together, I guess, after this person knows you and everything? Why would you want somebody to come up to you with game, so to speak, as you just called it? I mean, I myself personally, I got a two-pronged approach. Two-pronged. I got two ways of doing this. In the first, like, 2 or 3, maybe 5 minutes of talking to a female, you already know what you're dealing with. Some people want that game, and you got to give them that game. It's like, if you want that girl, you're going to have to give her that game. And that's just how it is. Now, I'm talking about that you can come up to, like you just said, hey, how you doing? Well, let's talk a little bit. Let's see what we got in common. Let's see what's going on, But I could tell you, even in the long run, you're going to spit some game as a guy. You're going to spit some game. You and your husband been married this long time or whatever. I get it. You're happily married and stuff like that, and that's cool. But there's some game in there. There's somewhere along the way where he's got to say certain things, because that's what guys want that too. Everybody wants that ego stroked a little bit. Now, what I can agree with you is that's kind of crazy to want that in the beginning, because you don't really even know this person. Not for real. You don't really know them. And they're coming to you and they're saying all this stuff. And it's like, I could be the worst person in the world, and you're talking to me like, well, you're this and you're that. You're the best thing since sliced bread, pretty much. But that's how it goes. You learn that as a guy from a young age. Because unfortunately for women, it's learned by us early on that if you don't come with some of the same stuff that you're talking about right now, you might not get a date. You probably not going to get a date. You better learn how to say some of this game, so-called game, or whatever it is that we're talking about right now. It's a good subject. I agree with a lot of the stuff you're saying. I've met a lot of females that also have said that, well, that's disrespectful, or you're looking at me like that, or whatever. You know, some you coming at certain people, everybody's got different mentalities, but it's really kind of two different mentalities of females when you're doing that approach. One of them wants that game, and that's the vast majority. And that's why you're getting treated that way, or other females are getting treated that way, because that vast majority, they want that game. They want to get looked at like that piece of meat. They want that attention. They want that guy to come at them that kind of way. And because the guy is the one that's approaching the females, well, that's what they got to do. So my kind of question to this video, if the question does get answered, is, well, how do you suppose to fixing that? Because that's kind of what I'm about. When I'm on here talking to this, and like I said in my first video, I have a book, and I've been out writing books. While We Are Divided, that's my book. Talks about things that the guys talk about with women that are not around. It's on Amazon.com. But how do y'all suppose to fix that? Because this is my thing. This is my firm belief that these so-called problems that everybody's talking about on YouTube or shoot in life at the workplace, at the get-togethers, you know, between men and women, they can only really be fixed by women, because women are the ones, we respond to everything that women want. When because we have to be the one to approach. So we have to pretty much approach this person, giving them what they want, or saying what they want to hear. Or else you really don't have a chance. You can't really just go up and be like, hey, okay, you going out with me right now. Because if that was the case, shoot, I'd have had every girl I ever wanted. I got a lot of them, but I ain't get them all. And I don't believe any guy out here ever did get every girl that he wants. But the thing that you're talking about, the whole so-called game, it really probably is not really prepackaged like you think it is. It's not really prepackaged, because you gotta set that one situation, and you gotta feed off of it, and you gotta go into the whole thing, and you gotta say, okay, yada yada yada, this right here, this right here. I'm gonna give you the best way of maybe you can understand it this way. It's kind of like going to a job interview, okay? You can't go to a job interview. Let's say you got 3 interviews one day, okay? You go to work at a fast food place, okay? You're going to go there. You go there, you got an interview there, okay? You go there, you say, okay, I know how to flip burgers. I know how to cook fries. I know what's going on with this right here. I can work the cash register. Then you got another interview, okay? And let's say that interview is at a car dealership. We're going to sell cars, okay? You can't go there and say, well, I know how to flip fries, burgers. I know how to do fries. But what you got to do is go there and tell the people, hey, look, I know about vehicles. I know how to sell a person on this right here. I know every different model. I know all the little upgrades. I know everything that's included on a certain car when it comes out. I know the price pretty much in my head. And I can do this right here and I can do this right here. You got to sell that person, that interviewer, a different game than you sold that person at that fast food joint. See what I'm saying? It's kind of how it works. It's not really prepackaged like what you just said. You may think that it is, but it's not. But like I was saying, it's something that's gonna have to be fixed by women. They're gonna have to say, well, we don't want game. We just want you to come up and tell us who you are, and we'll work from there. But I'm gonna tell you the God of the truth. And then the guy that watched this video right here, they're probably gonna tell you the same thing. That mess don't work. Even if sometimes that girl likes you, if you're on approach with a certain kind of game, you really don't get anywhere. And it's odd and it's funny because, you know, we got women like you, and I'm not saying you're a bad person, but you're on here, you're saying, okay, well, just keep it real. Just keep it real. But all women say just keep it real. But if you just keep it real with women, you won't get too many women. That's even after you got them. If you keep it too real on them, you're gonna get hurt. Game is necessary in a lot of ways. And I'm really interested in seeing if you have anything to say about this, or you have any kind of response, because I really want to see what that's going to be about. Because even though you may find this disrespectful, or you may find it like wrong in some ways, it's kind of really necessary for a guy, because he's doing that approach. Like I said, it's like going to see an interviewer for a job. If you talk to 5 girls, that's 5 different motherfucking interviews in one day. And it's all different jobs. One person wants this, one person wants that. I mean, I don't know if you're seeing what I'm saying. But that's the whole thing with the game thing. Ain't gonna be the damn horse, I'm gonna let it go. But it was a good video that you made. I want to commend you for your video. I think that you did a very good job, talking about what you thought or how other women thought things. I saw some of the comments on your page. And I just want to welcome you and any other females that want to respond to this and tell me, like, hey, look, okay, well, I look at it this way and I look at it that way. And I'm going to come back and say, I guess, all right, well, that's a good point, or whether it's not. But I'm really interested in hearing that. So on my way out, that was a good video. And the game is kind of necessary. Some of y'all want it, some of y'all don't. But that's it for me. I'm going to holler at y'all.